Hello, everybody. I'm a practicing therapist and a doctoral student of psychology. Today, we're going to go over how to get out of the avoidance friend zone. We're going to talk about each of the factors of why you're in the friend zone, and then particularly how to address that particular issue. Because I don't know the reason that you're in the friend zone, but it's usually one of these 5 reasons, and whichever one fits your criteria, use that particular I want to say intervention, but I shouldn't say that because this is not therapy. It's not therapy. It's just a video I'm making. Use that particular, correspondent behavior to whatever the issue is, okay? This video might be a little bit more rushed because I have some stuff to do, and also my partner wants like M&M cookies or whatever, so I'm going to make that, and then I just have some stuff to do, okay? I've been procrastinating these M&M cookies like all day, and it's so easy because it's like it takes like literally less than 10 minutes. But I don't know why. I just don't want to. I'm just procrastinating. I think it's partly because like my nails are like long, and it's okay. I'll make those M&M cookies. Just let me do this first. I'm just procrastinating a little. Let me. You know what I mean? Okay. So the first reason this happens is the avoidant has control issues. A lot of them do. That's okay. A lot of avoidants tend to prefer to dictate the pace of the relationship, okay? And so to address this, if this is the issue, you want to reciprocate their expressions, whatever they may be, and then gradually prompt for more closeness. So an example of prompting for more closeness could be, let's say you guys are in the friend zone or whatever, even though it's somehow romantic, but they're calling you a friend. You might say, I really liked when we hung out yesterday. Next time, do you think you could stay a little bit longer? Just gradually. Could mention, I have this, wedding coming up, and I know that we do a lot of things together. Do you want to be my plus one? Right? Depending on how close you guys are, or wherever you guys want to lean this to, gradually. You tell them, do you want to, right? So it still puts them in that control, but you're still prompting them, okay? The next one is fear of disappointment. Really, really common, okay? This is a little bit more common with fear. I don't know. I see with both fearful. The first one is more common with dismissive avoidance. This one might be more common with both. I wanted to say it's more common with fearful, but I don't think it is fearful avoidance. I see it with both. Basically, they are afraid of disappointing you because they feel that relationships tend to come with high expectations, okay? And so it's possible that you might be perceived as someone who has high expectations from their perspective. Remember, they tend to have low expectations. And so by adjusting those expectations and communicating them out loud can actually help to transition to romance. I'll explain that, okay? Basically, you want to communicate any low expectations or your expectations that you have. You might say, I do like this, but I don't mind if it's just like this, whatever that variable is. You might appreciate them as they are. I really appreciate our connection. I really love having you in my life. I really like to be with you. I like to talk to you. Whatever it is, that allows them to feel like it's a little bit more comfortable with realizing your expectations are actually not as high as they thought it was. It's not that scary. If they fail you, you're going to be fine with it. You can even mention, even if this never happens, I'm okay with that because I appreciate you. Whatever that may be, to show them that you're not going to just come down on them and tell them they're a failure, okay? You're going to appreciate who they are, and if they can't meet up to your expectations, you're okay with them trying again, whatever it may be, okay? The next one is protecting the bond. This is much more common in female avoidance, okay? They often worry about losing someone entirely if the relationship fails, okay? Basically, they feel like if you guys break up, that you're going to hate them, is truly the depth of their fear. You can reassure them that the friendship will remain intact if that's what you want, if a romantic relationship develops, or you can say something, if you don't want the friendship intact, you can say, I never hold grudges. I never have an ill intention towards anyone. Regardless of if a romantic relationship ends, I will always see a person in a positive way, at least to some extent, because I know that they added something to my life. When you say things like that, particularly for female avoidance, they feel much more comfortable being more open to the idea of having a romantic relationship with you. And sometimes what happens is, if it's a fearful avoidant more particularly, they actually might be afraid that you will make fun of them for wanting to be with you. Maybe they don't know that you like them. And so sometimes that means that you're going to have to be a little bit more obvious. It really depends on your relationship and who this person is. But sometimes what I see is a female fearful avoidant. She likes somebody, but she's like very paralyzed about what to do with that. And then you might not want to suffocate her or might not want to make her uncomfortable, so you don't make it obvious. If you see that when you prompt more romantic type of things between you guys, if she responds positively or well, you might want to ramp that up just a little bit to see what comes out of that. I think that may help, okay? The next one is external pressure. Very common with dismissive avoidance particularly. This barrier is much more pronounced if this external pressure is things they can't control, like work, okay? Often if you guys are romantically involved, they feel like it's more likely that they won't have enough time to show you that they can be the person for you. And so that's more likely they're going to fail if their mindset is off into different directions, okay? And so often what they're trying to avoid is failing you. And so this external pressure is dividing their attention. So you might be in the friend zone only temporarily because they're busy with other things. And so they're just kind of, they want to be with you, but they're not ready to right away, but they're planning on to. And so what you can do with this is you can discuss these perceived issues openly together. Let them open up and talk to you about it. You can even ask them about it, and you can say, while doing so, you like how you both are. You like connecting. You don't mind if they're not always available emotionally because you still feel like they're there and they're trying their best. You can establish how you both can navigate this together. If you openly had mentioned you want a romantic relationship, but they say there's too much things at work, you can say, can we at least try X, Y, and Z? So maybe you can say, can we at least try to commit to seeing each other? You don't have to use the word commit, but you can say, can we at least try to see each other a little bit more often? Can we talk a little bit more? Whatever it is. And if they're more open to that, that can gradually help them to feel more safer and then prompt them out of the friend zone, okay? And the last one, this one is probably just common in general among all avoidants across the board, regardless of gender, regardless of what type. It's self-doubt, okay? They may doubt their capability to have romantic relationships. This one is probably the most common, but I feel like it's the most easiest to get out of, okay? Providing reassurance and highlighting their positive traits can quite literally alleviate these doubts and help them transition out of the friend zone. It sounds very simple, and I think that's because it is. All you have to do is mention, I appreciate that you do this, and continuously do that. Doesn't have to be a lot of frequency, but be genuine about it, right? I appreciate that you are a good person. You are a good person, like a shoulder to cry on. A lot of avoidants think I'm not that good at comforting. You can say you're very good at comforting, at least to me. You make me feel the most comfortable in the world, whatever it is, okay? So let's go ahead and summarize, okay? We're going to talk about the issue and then how to get out of it really quickly, okay? The issue is a control issue. To address it, you want to reciprocate their expressions and then prompt for more closeness. Their fear of disappointment is the next one. Communicate your low expectations or whatever your expectations are and appreciate them for who they are. The barrier is they want to protect the bond. Reassure them that the friendship will not be lost if you guys break up or that you won't have any malice towards them. The next one is external pressures. Have a conversation about it. Establish how you guys can navigate together in the middle to still let them do whatever they're doing with their pressures, but still have some connection towards you. And the last one is self-doubt. And to summarize that, reassure them that they're good at what they're trying to do, okay? So these are ways to get out of the avoidance friend zone. I hope this video is helpful to somebody. Please like, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.